Hello, welcome to your take-home dinner. Thank you for taking the wine pairing dinner to home. Right, we had some good response. We've got a few people taking it home, and it is a different world that we live in these days. So it's really nice that we can still do this for our members, and that you can enjoy the meal that Simo's prepared for you, and a little bit of the wines that I've chose for you. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna pick up your pack, you have it in this bag. You've probably done the take-home meals before. They're gonna be all packed up nice and neatly for you. And what Simo's done is Simo's made it pretty simple for you. So it's pretty much, you're just gonna roast off some veg, you're gonna roast off the potatoes. The strip loin or the lamb rack, whichever one you have been sous vide already. So they've been cooked sous vide. It was kind of in a water bath, right? To rare, helps it stay tender, and then you're just gonna have to finish it off. And what you'll see on the package is the instructions on how to do it, but it's relatively quick and easy. And all you have to do is quickly do that and then build your dish. And now what we would ask is that if you can, once you're done, take a picture and quickly send it back to us. We would love to use that for any future promotional material. We'd also love to put it on social media, and we'd really like to see what you can create at home and how you can make your dish look like a restaurant dish. Also, so we've got 3 wines that you're going to have as well, and the wines that I've chosen are just they're just wines that I know that I've had in the past, wines that I enjoy, wines that I think pair well with meals, right? So the duck prosciutto and arugula salad, what I'm recommending is this Sauvignon Blanc. So this is the Dandelion Vineyards Wishing Clock Sauvignon Blanc. And so this is from Adelaide Hills, which is in Barossa Valley, which is South Australia. And the reason I like this wine, it's a little bit different than the normal Sauvignon Blancs that we have in the Alberta market. This, in the Alberta market, we see New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc primarily, very tart, very crisp, enjoyable on their own. This one is a little bit more rounded, little hints of grapefruit, a little bit of minerality to it, and pairs really well with multiple dishes. And so should go very nicely with the arugula salad. And I'm interested to see how it goes with the duck prosciutto, right? I think it's really going to complement the duck prosciutto with some of the saltiness that you get in that prosciutto versus some of the crispness that you're going to get in this wine. They should really pair nice off of each other. For the main course, now some of you are having the aged strip loin and some of you are having the lamb rack. I've got 2 wines that could go well with either dish, right? Red meat, red wine, kept it fairly simple, fairly straightforward. The first wine, which you'll notice has this fancy package on it, very common in a lot of the stores that you'll see. This is the Anciano Tempranillo Reserva. And so really the fancy name, but the Reserva is the important part as you look at, this is a Spanish wine. Reserva has some technical merit to it where it's got to be 12 months in oak, and then another 2 or 3 years of aging. So this is actually a 2013, so this has got a little bit of age on it, right? Which is kind of nice. You're gonna notice it's a little bit more rounded. It's not as tannic forward, it's not as acidic. There's going to be a little bit of brickish, so you're going to get a little bit of a yellow tinge. But this wine you're going to get some dark cherry notes. You're going to get a little bit of cassis, and there's going to be little hints of cinnamon, little hints of spice. It's going to be, this is a home run as far as a pairing wine goes. Tempranillo is one of the best grapes to pair with multiple foods. And this will go either with the aged strip loin or with the lamb rack. The other wine that we have is, and this is the one that we're going to try today, this is the Carmel Road Pinot Noir. And now it comes from the Monterey Bay, Monterey Peninsula, which is South California, so San Francisco south, where Napa and Sonoma are north. This comes from a region a little bit more south. Even though it is a little bit more south, it is a cool climate. It's very, very coastal, close to the ocean. And Pinot Noir does really well there. It's a climate that is cooler, but it is very moderate. From what I understand, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit there every day. So Carmel Road Pinot Noir. Now Pinot Noir and lamb are just really a match made in heaven. They go very, very well together. Very, very traditional sort of French pairing. But this wine will also have enough to stand up to the strip wine. It's got enough body and enough acidity that it will be able to stand up to that. So as we pour it, we do notice that there's a little bit of a brickish tinge to it, right? So, you know, which is very common in Pinot Noirs. It doesn't have that deep purple color. It's a little bit brickish, right? You know, we can just it's a little bit lighter, right? Which is what we would expect from a Pinot Noir. And now this Pinot Noir is, I just have to always look at the alcohol percentage, 13.8. Sometimes you get wines from California that, especially Pinot Noirs, where they start to spike in alcohol a little bit. They get up around 14.5. They're a little bit more fruit forward. This one, because it is a cooler climate, has a little less of that, right? So I'm just gonna swirl it around and just take a big sniff, right? And like I said, or I've said before, don't be afraid to just stick your nose all the way in and give it a smell. Yeah. And so very, very classic Pinot Noir, right? This has got, you know, those cherry notes. It's got a little bit of vegetation, a little bit of mushroom, kind of, you know, I call it, you know, the term is forest floor is what they would tell us in wine school, but just very, very much what I expect, which is exactly what you want in any sort of wine. And now as you taste it, everything that we just saw in the nose, or smelt in the nose, comes through in the palate. A little bit acidic, a little bit dry. It's going to go really well with that lamb rack and with the strip wine. It's got enough body to it that it's not going to get overpowered. It's got some cherry notes, and it's got that sort of mushroom quality to it, right? That mushroom aroma. But yeah, really nice wine. So yeah. And then for dessert, we don't have a dessert wine, but I see you do have a chocolate tart that is in your package there. You know, Simo made that in-house as well. You know, this is all in-house. I do have to point out that the 35-day dry aged strip wine, we did age that in-house, something that we're trying a little bit new for maybe next year's steak sandwich. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can, like I said, put that dish together like you were in a restaurant at home. Send your picture in to us and let us know how you enjoyed it. Or if you're confident enough, put it on social media and tag us in it. We would love to hear some feedback. Thank you and enjoy.